My fiancée said, "I'm inviting 200 people to the wedding. Your 50-person budget is insulting." I responded, "You deserve your dream day." Then I withdrew my contribution entirely and sent her a venue contract showing her as sole financial guarantor. Her panic call from a venue about the $38,000 they expected her to pay. Original post. I, 32 male, proposed to my fiancée, 29, about 8 months back. Been together 3 years. Thought we were solid. Thought we understood each other. Yeah, I was wrong. When we first got engaged, we had to talk about the wedding. I told her straight up, I can contribute around 15 grand. That's what I'm comfortable with. She makes decent money as a dental hygienist. I'm a manufacturer management. Between us, we do okay, but I wasn't about to start married life drowning in debt for one day. She said that sounded perfect. Said she wanted intimate, not flashy. We talked about 50 people max, close family, actual friends, people who mattered. Cool. We were on the same page. Except we weren't. Last month, she comes home with this massive binder. Wedding stuff. I'm thinking, okay, she's excited, that's cute. Opens it up. So, I've been working on a guest list. Yeah? Where are we at? She's not looking at me. Around 200. I laughed. Genuinely thought she was messing with me. Good one. I'm serious. The laugh died in my throat. 200? We said 50. That was before I actually thought about it. Do you realize how many people we need to invite? Extended family on both sides, coworkers, college friends. We don't need to invite any of those people. That's why we said small. She set the binder down hard. This is MY wedding. Our wedding. The biggest day of my life. You really want me cutting people just because of money? It's not just money. We agreed on intimate. We discussed it. I never agreed. That right there should have been my sign. The way she just rewrote what happened like I'd imagined the whole conversation. Look, I told you my budget. 15 grand. That's what I can do. She did this laugh. Condescending as hell. $15,000? For 200 people? That's insulting. Insulting. Yes. Do you have any idea what weddings cost? The venue alone is like $25,000. $25,000 for a venue? Are you serious? It's the Rosewood estate. I already put down a deposit. My heart stopped. You what? A deposit. $5,000. It's refundable if we cancel soon enough. With whose money? Mine. From savings. You didn't think to mention this? I'm mentioning it now. I just stared at her. This wasn't the person I'd proposed to. This was someone else entirely. I know you wanted small, she continued, but I've been dreaming about my wedding since I was little. I'm not settling for some backyard thing because you're cheap. I'm not cheap. I'm being realistic. You're cheap. 15,000 is embarrassing. My friends are spending 50, 60,000 on theirs. Then your friends are idiots. Her face went red. Get out. Excuse me? Get out of this apartment. Leave. Come back when you're ready to actually support me. I left. Drove around for hours. Got food somewhere. Just sat in my car thinking. Got back around midnight. She was asleep. Saw the binder still on the table. Opened it. The venue contract was in there. Rosewood Estate. Total cost, $38,400. Payment schedule, $5,000 deposit already paid. Then 2 more payments of $16,700 each. My name wasn't on it. Anywhere. Just hers as the primary guarantor. That's when something clicked for me. Next morning, she's making coffee like nothing happened. Hey, I said. About yesterday. I'm glad you're ready to apologize. I'm not apologizing. But you're right about something. She turned around. What? You deserve your dream wedding. The whole thing. 200 people, fancy venue, all of it. Her whole face lit up. Really? Really? So I'm withdrawing my contribution completely. The light went out like someone flipped a switch. What? My 15,000. I'm keeping it. You want the big wedding, it's yours. Fund it yourself. You can't be serious. Dead serious. You said 15 grand is insulting for 200 people. So I won't insult you. You can pay for your dream day yourself. That's not. You can't just. I can. You put the deposit down yourself. Contract's in your name. You're the guarantor. So it's your wedding. Have fun with it. Walked out. Went to work. Turned off my phone. When I finally checked it that evening, there were maybe 30 missed calls. Texts filling up the screen. One voicemail. She was crying. Please call me. We need to talk. I can't afford this alone. Please. Deleted it. Update 1. Things got messy fast. Her mother called first. We'd always been okay, but that was over. How dare you abandon my daughter? Didn't abandon anyone. Just stopped paying for something I can't afford. You can afford it. You make good money. I can afford a reasonable wedding, not her dream wedding, so she can have it on her own dime. She already put down $5,000, and the contract shows her as the only one responsible for it. Not my problem. You're supposed to love her. I do, which is why I'm giving her exactly what she wants without my cheap, insulting money getting in the way. Hung up. My fiancée showed up at my work during lunch. Couldn't get into the building, but she was waiting in the parking lot. We need to talk. Nothing to talk about. Please. I'm sorry I called you cheap. I was stressed about planning, and I took it out on you. Okay. So you'll help. Nope. But apology accepted. What? No, you have to help. I can't pay for this myself. Cancel it then. You still got time. Deposits refundable. I already sent save the dates to everyone. Blinked at her. You sent save the dates without confirming we could afford it? I thought you'd come around. That's not how this works. Please. I'll be humiliated if I cancel. Should have thought of that before you called my budget insulting and kicked me out. Our apartment? You mean your apartment that you let me live in? There it was. The resentment I hadn't seen before. Yeah, my apartment, where you don't pay rent because you're saving for the wedding. Oh my God, you're really holding that over me now. Not holding anything, just facts. You wanted the dream wedding. Have it. I'm out. Went back inside. She was gone when I left later. That night her dad called. I'd only met him a handful of times. Pretty chill usually. Son, what's going on? Explain the whole thing. The 50-person plan, the 200-person demand, the insults, everything. Long silence on his end. She told us you agreed to fund everything and backed out. She lied. Yeah, that's becoming clear. Look, I love my daughter, but she's always been expensive. Her mother spoiled her. I try to balance it, but... He sighed. How much is this wedding anyway? $38,000. Just the venue. Doesn't include food, dress, photographer, any of that. He whistled. Jesus. I can't help with that. I'm retired. Fixed income. I'm not asking you to. Just wanted you to know the real numbers. She really expects you to cover all this? The contract's in her name only, so legally it's all hers. But yeah, she expected me to just fork over way more than we talked about. That's not right. No, it's not. You ending things with her? The question caught me off guard. Was I? Haven't decided. But I'm definitely not paying for a wedding I can't afford for someone who called me cheap and insulting. Can't blame you. Good luck, son. Later that night, she came home. I was watching something on TV. We need to talk. Go ahead. She sat down. I called the venue. Okay. The next payment is due soon. $16,700. Sounds about right. I don't have that. Then cancel. The save the dates are out. 200 people know. 200 people you invited without making sure we could afford it. Because I thought you loved me. Love isn't a blank check. She started crying. Real tears, not the manipulative kind. I can't cancel. Everyone knows. My friends, family, your family. I'll look like an idiot. You look like someone who made a mistake and fixed it. That's called being an adult. Please. I'll cut the list. We can do 100 people. That saves on food. Venue cost doesn't change. A different venue then, you lose the $5,000 deposit. You could cover that. It's less than your budget. I looked at her. Really looked. You call my $15,000 contribution insulting. You kick me out for calling your friends idiots, which they are if they're blowing $60,000 on one day. You lied to your parents about what we agreed on. You sent save the dates without confirming money. And now you want me to bail you out. I'm your fiancé. Are you? Because right now you feel like a stranger who's terrible with money. She stood up. Fine. I'll cancel it. I'll look like a fool. Hope you're happy. I'm not happy. I'm disappointed. She went to the bedroom. I heard her on the phone, presumably with the venue. Then screaming. Then crying. Came back out maybe 20 minutes later, face all red and blotchy. They won't refund the deposit. Why not? It's only refundable within 90 days of booking. We booked 93 days ago. Ouch. I I just lost $5,000. You gambled $5,000 on me caving. Bad bet. She grabbed her phone and keys. I'm staying at my mom's. Don't contact me. Wasn't planning on it. She left. Doors slammed hard enough to rattle the frame. Update 2. Radio silence for about 3 weeks. Then I get this call from a number I don't know. Is this my name? Yeah. This is Amanda from Rosewood Estate. We have a situation with your wedding booking. Not my booking. My ex-fiancée's booking. Right. Well, that's the situation. She was supposed to make the second payment. $16,700. It's past due. Okay. Contract says if payment's not received within 5 business days of the due date, we keep all deposits plus a cancellation fee. How much is the cancellation fee? $8,000. I whistled. So she'd be out $13,000 total? Correct. Wow. Good luck collecting that. Sir, she listed you as an emergency contact. Did she now? Interesting, since my name's not on the contract. It's not, but we reach out to all parties when there's payment issues. I'm not a party, just some guy she used to date. You'll need to work this out with her. She's not answering our calls. That's her problem, not me problem. Hung up. Felt a little bad for maybe half a second. Then I remembered her calling me cheap and insulting, and the feeling passed. Her mom called later that day. You need to help her. No, I really don't. The venue is threatening to sue. They're not threatening. They're following the contract she signed. She can't afford to lose $13,000. Then she shouldn't have booked a venue she couldn't pay for. This is your fault. You got her hopes up. I told her $15,000 max for a small wedding. She booked a $40,000 venue for 200 people. That's not me. That's her champagne taste on a beer budget. You're heartless. I'm practical. There's a difference. She hung up on me. That evening my ex showed up. I changed the locks after she took her stuff, so she was buzzing from the lobby. We need to talk. About. Let me up. Against my better judgment, I buzzed her in. She looked rough. 3 weeks had not been kind. Lost weight. Hair was messy. Eyes were all red and puffy. The venue called you. Yep. Why didn't you help? Not my problem. It could be your problem. They said they'll sue. They'll sue you. Your name on the contract. This is insane. You're really going to let me get sued? I'm not letting you do anything. You made choices. Choices have consequences. I'll lose everything. You'll lose $13,000, which is less than half what you wanted me to throw at this mess. She collapsed onto my couch without asking. Put her head in her hands. My credit's going to be destroyed. Probably. I might have to file bankruptcy. Maybe. Or payment plan. I can't believe you're doing this to me. I'm not doing anything. You did this to yourself. She looked up, and there was pure hatred in her eyes. I told everyone we were getting married. My friends threw me a bridal shower. I have a dress. Everything's planned. You have a lot of bills planned. Screw you. I'm telling everyone what you did. How you abandoned me. How you're financially abusive. Go ahead. I'm serious. I know. And I don't care. Anyone with half a brain will see you try to railroad me into paying for something 3 times my budget, call me insulting, then face consequences. I hate you. Yeah, I picked up on that. She stood up, walked to the door, turned back. You're going to regret this. Doubt it. She left. Next day, she did exactly what she threatened. Posted everywhere about her abusive ex-fiancé who abandoned her with debt and financially manipulated her. Her friends ate it up. Comments full of support, calling me a monster, telling her to sue. Then her brother commented. Her older brother who I'd always gotten along with. Wait, didn't you tell me he only agreed to $15,000 and you booked a $40,000 venue without telling him? Comments went quiet real fast after that. Her mom jumped in defending her. He got her hopes up. He should have been clearer. Her brother again. He was clear? You told me he was clear. She didn't want to hear it. My ex deleted the whole post. But screenshots live forever. Mutual friends saw it. People who actually knew both of us, not just her version. They started reaching out. Dude, is this for real? You really only said $15,000? She actually booked a $40,000 venue. I sent screenshots. Our text conversations where I clearly stated my budget. The venue contract with only her name. Everything. The whole story flipped. Her friends who'd been calling me abusive went quiet. Some apologized. Most just stopped talking about it. The venue sued her. Served her at her parents' place. $13,000 plus legal fees. Her dad called me. She got served. I heard. She's talking about bankruptcy. That's an option. Any chance you'd help? Even a little? No. Silence for a bit. Can't blame you. She really messed this up. Yeah. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. She wasn't always like this. Her mother, that's another story. Appreciate the call. Final update. It's been a couple months. Figure I'll wrap this up since people keep asking. The lawsuit. Settled. She agreed to a payment plan. $500 a month for 26 months. Total still $13,000, but at least she avoided bankruptcy. Barely. Had to move back with her parents full-time. Her car got repossessed. Turns out she'd been missing payments on that too while saving for the wedding. Credit tanked. Last I heard, she's working weekends now at a second job to cover everything. Her mom still sends nasty texts sometimes. Blocked her after the third one about ruining her daughter's life. Her dad actually apologized through a mutual friend. Said he felt bad about everything. Got the ring back. She tried keeping it initially, but her brother talked her into returning it. Jeweler gave me about 70% back. $8,000 on $11,000 ring. Not great, but better than nothing. Used that money for a solo trip. 2 weeks out of the country. Just needed time to think. About what I wanted, what I didn't, what red flags I'd missed. The rent-free living was a flag. The way she always forgot her wallet. The designer bags that kept appearing. The assumption I'd cover everything because I made more. I'd ignored all of it because I loved her. Or thought I did. Turns out I loved who I thought she was. The real her? Entitled. Reckless with money. Manipulative when things didn't go her way. I'm doing okay now. Better than I thought I'd be. Condo feels bigger without all her stuff. Bank accounts healthier. No stress about massive debt. Started dating again. Nothing serious yet. First date recently. We split the check without anyone even suggesting otherwise. She paid for hers. I paid for mine. It was refreshing as hell. Friend asked if I regretted how it went down. If maybe I should have compromised more. Here's the thing. I did compromise. For a year while she lived rent-free. Every time she forgot her wallet. By agreeing to a wedding when I would have been fine with courthouse and dinner. But when I drew a line at going into debt for one day. That's when I became the villain. No, I don't regret it. She wanted a fairy tale. I wanted a partnership. Those aren't always the same thing. The venue has new photos on their site now. Someone else had their dream wedding there. Good for them. Hope they could afford it. My ex tries to friend me on social media, sometimes from new accounts. Block them each time. Her friends who called me abusive? Some said sorry. Most pretended it never happened. Whatever. Not my problem anymore. Her brother grabbed beers with me recently. Said his sister's finally starting to get what she did wrong. That she's embarrassed. I didn't ask for details. Don't really care. He mentioned she's dating someone new. Met him at her second job. Guy bought her dinner, and she apparently cried because someone treated her. The irony hit me, but I didn't say anything. Point is, I'm good. Single, stable, way less stressed than when I was planning a wedding I couldn't afford with someone who thought love meant no financial boundaries. Someone asked if I'd ever get married now. Yeah, probably. Eventually. To someone who understands partnership means shared reality, not shared delusions about what we can afford. To someone who says, let's plan something we both feel good about, instead of your budget is insulting. To someone who hears 15,000 and doesn't secretly plan for 40. That person's out there. And when I find them, we'll probably have a small wedding. 50 people. Backyard maybe. String lights. Good food. Better company. And it'll cost exactly what we both agreed we could spend. For now, though, I'm enjoying the peace. And my savings account. And not being sued. Life's pretty good.